night thinking it's gonna be alright, and I will not put up a fight. I got something for you. I'm gonna add a little sugar, gonna add a little cream, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna add a little spice and mix it just right. This is what I gotta do. I'm gonna light your fire to burn your desire. For any woman who cross paths with you, I've got you under my magic spell. I've got you under my magic spell. I'm gonna sleep real good tonight while I work my magic to get you right. When you wake, you will only want me. I will be your only fantasy. I've got you under my magic spell. 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 Mana Abare Asep Meka Aikua Armenua Hermenten Germam Leturu en Seguru. I got you under my magic spell. I got you under my magic spell. I got you under my magic spell. As you go to sleep at night thinking it's gonna be alright, and I will not put up a fight. I got something for you. Rise,
It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
You ain't. Well, I don't see you over here hooking it up. Goddamn it! I don't see you over here hooking it up. What you talking about?
You the expert.
You ain't. Well, I don't see you over here hooking it up. Goddamn it! Look here, telling me what to do. All right, now, okay, here we go. We're back on live. All right, I can hear you. Okay, thank you, Kendall. Thank you, Michelle. Y'all can hear us. All right. So now, look here. I'm trying to get I got 3 things in front of me, y'all.
What you want to do?
2 phones and a computer.
Which one you want to focus on?
I don't need you there. I'll get this set up over here. I'll get it up. Yeah. All right, family. Tonight we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about the importance of Africans in America coming back to their African traditions. Let me tell y'all something. Let me turn this down, damn it. Brother Dinkwa.
Yes.
You're going to do some goddamn talking tonight. So we're saying that. Why do you think it's very important for Africans in America to come back to their African traditions? Huh?
It's, you know what, really?
Spirit, hey, Nicole.
Spirit just say it's time. You know, we've dealt with so many injustices for so long and just went by, you know, let it slide by the wayside. Well, you know, that's the way it is. They got all the power. Stuff like that. It's just time for us to actually tap into our power and correct some injustices. Now, I know a lot of y'all think that, you know, physically they got all the power or whatever, and some of y'all may think this coming back to your tradition won't help, but trust me, it'll help get you some justice, and it will help move things out of your way, and it will help you have an easier life. As far as moving obstacles out of your way, you ain't gonna just have an easier life just because you come back to your tradition, because some things you do have to go through. But for the most part, as far as getting justice, the injustice that we see and the injustice that we seek, the things that we see on TV and the things that are happening, some of it's fake, some of it's real. Just dealing with the injustices of you know, being locked up illegally and all of that stuff, and you know, just having, you know, stuff not go our way when we were being done wrong. And it's just time to correct those injustices. That's why I think that's really an important reason for me to come back to our culture.
Well, family, you got the black folk walking around talking about, I don't want to deal with that African stuff. I'm not African. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all behinds better pay attention. Y'all better understand what it is. Y'all better recognize it for what it is, because it's time for us to begin to start using our African traditions. And when we say African traditions, we're talking about coming back to our spirits, our gods, not Jesus, not God. We're talking about our gods. We have many, many, many gods in Africa. We have many spirits in Africa. It's time for us to begin to start using that, because right now in this place called America, we do not get justice in no type of way. You understand? No type of way. In every way, political, you know, what do you call it? Corporate. I mean, we don't get justice in no type of way. And then you get your own black folks that want to start shit and think, you know, look now, I'm going to tell y'all like this. I always say this, for our own people who are willing to come against their own people, unless it was something that was like a heinous crime or something that's really, really wrong, you ain't got no business coming against your people. And I see this a lot. You know, I see this a lot, and it makes me angry to see how some of our people are so hateful and so brainwashed and programmed that they'll work against their own people in many different ways. And let me tell you something. This is why it's important for us to come back to our African traditions, because when you have your African traditions and your spirits and your gods, ain't nothing can touch that. Ain't nothing can touch that. I'm telling y'all. Hey, Melissa. So I'm telling y'all, it's time for you to come back. They say that 32% of African American women are coming out of the churches and coming back to African traditions, practicing African traditions, okay? They got 165,000 people or more coming out of the churches over in Europe, out of the Catholic Church. You got a lot of these young kids that are coming into their own belief systems and coming back to the African traditions on their own. It's like these gods and these spirits are calling them. You know what I mean? So we're saying that it's time for us to come back to our traditions.
It look like they calling the white folks too, because they jumping into African spirituality more than we are.
Oh, talk about that. Talk about that, Brother Dink. We'll talk about that.
Remember a couple of months ago we talked about the little white kid. He's a real popular, what they call it, Sangomba?
Sangomba in South Africa.
In South Africa. And he got many clients. They coming to him for spiritual work. You know. It's funny because I see a lot of the Europeans that they get into it and they blow up on it, using other stuff that we taught them. And I just think they ain't the only ones. You know, it's other people that do, but a lot of them use our traditions to use black people for target practice for their ritual work. Now, don't get me wrong, black people do too, but I see a lot of people that aren't black practicing our culture against us.
That's right.
Unbeknownst to us.
That's right. Right. Practicing, using spirits against black people. You know what I mean? I mean, you name it, they doing it. All right. Universe has set for its people. The universe has it set for its people. That's Bay TV. Explain what you mean the universe has it set for its people. Okay? Now, I want to say this. Y'all need to begin to start learning what your lineage is. Get a divination. Get a whatever you want to call it, divination, reading, whatever you want to call it. And you start learning what your lineage is. And you begin to learn about your traditions. Because right now, you know, they're doing too goddamn much. And as I always say, they're doing will be their very own doing. But they're doing entirely too much. They're getting my goddamn nerves, y'all. I'm not playing. They're getting my goddamn nerves with the bullshit that I see that's going on with these folks. Just doing what the hell they want to do. You know what I mean? Treating you anyway. Talking to you anyway. You know, not considerate of you being a human being. And it's getting on my damn nerves. It really is. Okay? I was answering your question why people are going back to the African rule. Oh, okay. That's Bay. Okay. Now, I will say this. Again, get yourself a reading. Find out what your traditions are. Start learning how to call upon these different gods and spirits to work for you in any situation. A lot of people into the Yoruba. It's okay. If you're drawn to Yoruba, that's fine. But there's many other traditions in Africa that are not Yoruba. There's a Khan, there's Flutista, there's some, you know, the African tradition in South Africa. Many different tribes practice spirituality. A lot of it is the same. There's different gods, different names. You know what I mean? But I notice a lot of Africans in America are drawn to Yoruba. And as we said before, you know, it's okay. If you're drawn to Yoruba, it's most likely in your lineage. Okay? Now, you got some people that's practicing Yoruba. They ain't got no business practicing Yoruba. Press the X. They ain't got no business practicing Yoruba. Resume. And what's happening is, you know, they're using these gods and spirits and doing all this work and everything like that. No, get a divination done. Find out what traces back to your lineage, because everybody is not Yoruba. Everybody is not supposed to be calling. That's not to say you can't. That doesn't mean you cannot call on these gods. But if you want to do it the proper way, you should find out who or where your lineage traces to. Everybody calls on Ogun, Oshun. I mean, I feel bad for them poor spirits and gods because they probably worn out. They probably drained, worn out. You understand? So what I'm saying is find out your traditions because everybody's not Yoruba.
And everybody damn sure ain't no Oshun. Some of y'all... Never mind, I ain't gonna say that, but y'all need to chill with that.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they always go, Yoruba. But, and again... from what I understand from my brother Sango, yes, you can call on these gods. But, you know, in order to really, really work with them like you're supposed to, you need to get training, he said, which is true. But again, Africans in America, everybody wants to run to that direction when there's a con, okay? There's frutista, okay? Those are the two I deal with. I can deal with Yoruba spirits as well because I have that lineage to do that. But mainly my lineage comes from my maternal side and then my father's side, and I also deal with the Igbo because that's my father's side, so I could deal with the Igbo gods. See, the thing about it is that, you know, it's just time, and I call on every one of them, y'all. I'm telling you right now, because these folks want to keep messing with us. These folks want to keep doing unjust things to us and to our people. And when they do that, I'm getting tired. I start calling them down to bring down thunderstorms, to bring down tornadoes and everything else. They're always doing something. And it's time for us to know our tradition so we can begin to call upon them. Because it looks like that's the only way we're going to get justice. We don't understand. If rallying ain't working no more. Chanting, you know, oh, we shall overcome. That ain't working no more. So
that don't work?
You try to see. Go outside and try to see. Or see. Go to the courthouse and start singing "We Shall Overcome."
I thought it was.
It ain't work when Martin Luther King started. It ain't gonna work now. And we're saying that it's time to start chanting your gods, your African gods. It's time to start calling upon them to get the justice that you seek. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all could play if you want to, but it works. They work for you. As long as you take care of them, they will take care of you.
You know, it's funny also too with you know, we have many cases and stuff like this where people come to us and they're just getting a reading and they're like, they had a court case, you know, where they were done wrong and they just knew they was gonna win the court case, and these people is like, I just let Jesus handle it, and then when we read it, we see the other person went and got somebody to do some African spiritual work and they lost, and Jesus didn't come say they ass in the court even though they was in the right. So I'm telling you, people be getting spiritual work, and it be people you be thinking, well, they are Christians, so I ain't gonna worry about them. They dealing with that. Them Christians be getting spiritual work, but some of them don't. Some of them say they gonna let Jesus handle it, and they end up losing. So just think about that too. You know what I mean?
Peace and blessings, Amate, Adoa, Courtney, Kim, peace and blessings, family. Okay? The truth of the matter is time. No more bullshitting. Y'all see the shift that's taking place. Brother Dinker, you said something in the car the other day. What did you say today? To destroy this and build anew. Let's talk about that.
No, I was just saying you have to destroy to build something new. You know. And
okay, well, can you explain? Can you explain? Come on, explain to the people what you're talking about.
I forgot what I was actually referencing, but I was just, you know, noticing how
out with the taxi cabs, in with the Lyft and Uber.
Yeah. I was just saying, even with technology, I said I'd even noticed with technology is build and destroy, because I was just noticing like, damn, when they came out with Uber and Lyft, it destroyed the old way of doing things. As far as I was talking about how new technology destroys the old way of doing things and brings in something totally different. So it destroyed the taxi cab industry, or still destroying it. But now you got Uber, you know, it's making a way for the average man not to have to go through all these loopholes and join the union and do all this other stuff to make extra money doing that. I was just talking about little stuff like that. You just build and destroy. You build. What technology is doing is destroying one thing and creating a whole facet of other jobs for other people. So
what y'all think about that? And not only that, have y'all seen how time is flying? Wasn't it just last week? We already Friday again. And let me tell y'all something. It's unbelievable, because last Friday was my uncle's funeral, and I could have sworn it was just a day ago. I'm telling y'all, have y'all been noticing how time has just been flying? We're already at Friday. Time has speeded up. Anybody else notice that?
Everybody talking about peace.
Yes, it has. I'm telling y'all, I was waking up. It was having my uncle's funeral. Now it's Friday again. Like, time is really speeding up. So this is just to show you how we're beginning to vibrate at a higher frequency now. Like, it's going to be Tuesday tomorrow. You know what I mean? Adewa says, yes, I felt it for a long time. And you know what, my sister? I felt this 2 years ago. I would say time is speeding up. Time's going to speed up. The ancients would tell me all the time, this is what's going to take place. This is what's going on, okay? And no, you know, you're not losing your mind, TGU. You're not losing your mind. Time is speeding up. I just know it was Friday just yesterday. Now it's Friday again. You see what I'm saying? Before you know it, it's going to be Christmas. Tomorrow's going to be Christmas. This is the energy. We are vibrating at a higher frequency now. And like I told you all before, the dimensions are collapsing. So we're vibrating higher now, okay? Mm-hmm. You want to say something?
No, I was just agreeing with you. We are, you know, time is speeding up. I was just amazed at it. Just like you said, it just felt like it was just yesterday was January, and now the year is almost up. Like you said, it's gonna be Christmas soon. Then it's gonna be New Year's, and then before you know it, it's gonna be summer again.
Exactly. Now, Mr. Ogilvy on YouTube says time is dragging to me. Mr. Ogilvy, that means you lacking. You on this vibration right here. You on this vibration right here. As time is dragging to you, that means you haven't caught up here, because I'm telling you, time is like this. So that means we, you know, us human beings over here are vibrating real high. You know what I mean? Real high. We vibrating like this. You know what I mean? So we're saying that, you know, something is going on. You're still in the third dimension. You're still in the fourth dimension, okay?
TGU Entertainment said that ship is something else.
Sure is. And y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. We talked about it the other day. I think it was Coco who asked me about the weather. We're going to see back to back all kind of storms. We're going to get a lot of rain this year. A lot of rain is coming to us this year, family. So do expect a lot of hurricanes, a lot of, you know, tropical storms, because it's the age of water and air. So we're going to be seeing a lot of tornadoes, a lot of hurricanes, a lot of it coming through with the weather, right?
So if y'all live by water,
y'all better move up out of there.
Houston, Miami, all those places by water, man. Especially, my Florida, they got water on both sides.
Yeah, you know, yeah. I'm going to tell you like this, okay? Hassan says, we're coming back into a sacred space because more people are waking up. Yes, we are. And Hassan is the beginning of the end. We're coming right back to the beginning when all of this started. You know what I mean? Let me show y'all. Hold on, y'all, let me get it right. When all of this started, we're coming right back to this time. That 25,920 year mark. So we're at the beginning. We're coming right back to this, y'all. Right back to the pyramids. I think it was somebody asked me the other day about the pyramids? About the pyramids?
About the energy.
About the energy. And I was telling y'all that the pyramids have a lot to do how things are navigated on this earth, because all of the pyramids and the Sphinx are connected to every ley line on this earth. Every huge monument is connected, and it has, of course, the granite, which is energy. So that's one thing, okay? Hassan, as I told you all before in the last videos, when we had the portal open on July 27th, when we had that eclipse and that blood moon, you had that, and then you had the Lion's Gate on August 8th, that opened up. The planet Jupiter actually emitted energy down. Now remember, Jupiter is the most spiritual planet in the cosmos right now. The most spiritual planet, and very huge. So Jupiter actually sent that energy down, okay, to Earth, into those pyramids, down into the ley lines, and this is where the shift is coming from, okay? And it's taking place with every species, with everything on this earth, with the water, with the animals, with all, like I said, all the species. So this is that time where we're coming back to the beginning. Is, you know, nothing new is under the sun. Everything is coming back to the beginning again. The technology, you know what I mean? The technology. I was looking at some stuff last night, family, the planetarium. And y'all, I'm very intrigued. I've always been intrigued with science. That was one of my majors in college, was biology. And with science, you know, me in my mind, I'm imaginative. I'm up 4 o'clock in the morning watching the biggest planetariums in the world. Japan got some nice, got the hugest planetarium, so they say, in the world. But what was crazy, family, is, I'm looking at, the planetariums, and I came up with this idea that I want to make a planetarium that has the different planets where you're floating. You know how you go to the space center and you can actually get into the, spacesuit, or you begin to float? Well, I want to make one like that, where it makes it actually appear like you're in space and you can go into planet Jupiter, planet Mars. I'm giving y'all my ideas. Nobody better steal it. But that's my imagination how I want to do it, okay?
NASA already on it.
NASA, pay me my goddamn money. Y'all know what y'all did to my sisters. Y'all don't pay them their money. That NASA give me my money. All right, so you are Sister as your 2017 was in the end first cycle of Era Tandu Kanati Maza, which is age of Aquarius. We know in intermediate year 2018, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8 equals 11. Year of mastery next year will be beginning of good information. Hold on. Next year will be the beginning of, second cycle of age of Aquarius, and it's Intandu Kanati Maza, water bearer. Okay, that's good information. Thank you for that. Okay, this week I also noticed that at 4:30 it was almost daylight, but this week day been at 6. At 4:30 it was almost daylight. Oh, you're talking about at 4:30 in the morning, Michelle? Okay. All right. Oh boy, you in here talking about Houston, bragging about Houston again?
No.
You all right?
What was I bragging about Houston? No, I was not. I ain't say nothing about Houston bragging.
All right.
I said Houston and Miami. I said Florida, y'all around water. That's what I said.
All right. Oh, and Christy Miles said Houston for real. She said, "Wait, hold on, cuz Houston for real." Okay. What? Oh yeah, cause y'all went through that flood last year, so I know. All right. So Christy Miles, that was so true about the vibrations. I swear I keep seeing aliens, and I feel like they follow me around too. Well, you know what? You're not going crazy. I got a call this morning from one of our brothers, and told me they had put his crystals on his body, and he said he seen an alien last night. Okay. Said he seen an alien last night. And to some people, that would sound real far-fetched. It's not far-fetched, y'all. I told y'all before they've been here. And them weird sounds that you hear outside that you think is thunder, get your behinds up and look. That's not thunder. They've been here. I did songs in 2014. I had my CD called Cosmic, it was called Cosmic Forces. I told y'all they was coming back in 2014. I told y'all they would be here. And I told y'all that they was coming. And they've been here. And this is why they keep keeping you blindsided with all the things they're showing on media. Remember I told you they're trying to keep you here while this is going on over here? Well, Maya Christie, I believe you. Because I got a call this morning from a young brother that said he seen an alien last night. It was right in front of his face. He said this alien had 3 eyes. He said, and then the alien jumped into his body. That's not someone who's crazy. I know they exist. I've communicated with them telepathically by going into my visions into the cosmos. And some people find it hard to believe, but guess what? I don't give a goddamn because I know they exist. This week, okay. All right, so, Mr. Ogie, okay, see, you said maybe because you're on vacation. Well, Mr. Ogilby, you need to occupy your time. Occupy your time, okay? Occupy your time. Just moved to Cyprus above the flood line. Okay, yep, in 2008. Wow. All right, family. Any questions? We have any questions? Anything y'all want us to talk about? We talked a little bit about the importance of Africans in America coming. And another thing, y'all. We might have to hop up out of here. Y'all better go get dual citizenship back to Africa. I don't know what's going to go on with this country within the next, I would say, 20 years. But I know if you knew what I knew and you could see what I could see, you'd be trying to get dual citizenship, okay?
Because it's going to be, they probably be, by the time y'all think about it and be trying to get out of here, they going to probably be charging about $10,000 for a goddamn, for
go
a
get
vista,
your passports too.
A visa.
Go get your passport so you can travel. Do not be cheap. Invest a little $150 in your passports. get your passports and get dual citizenship. If you don't want to
Why
go,
they cheap?
and if you don't want to go to Africa, you find somewhere to go. But get the hell up out of here. Okay? All right. Anything else y'all want to discuss, family? Put it on Facebook. Put it on the YouTube. Anything y'all want to discuss, talk about. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yo, we see Maya Chrissy, yeah, you wasn't tripping. You wasn't tripping. You're not the only one. And see, the thing about it, people that are spiritual like us, we going to see a lot more. We ain't seen nothing yet. We ain't seen nothing yet, I'm telling y'all. We going to see a lot more.
Where's Lawrence P at? Where Lawrence at, Christy?
Facebook, why y'all ain't up and popping tonight? Where the questions at, Facebook?
Man, Facebook in the club. What you
y'all been wanting us to come on. We on here tonight. Come on with the questions, family.
They say we came on at the wrong time.
At the wrong time. It's Friday night. Y'all should be up. Ain't nobody got to work tomorrow. Well, some of y'all don't anyway. Black Rose, I've been feeling that way for a while. Something is going to happen. Black Rose, yeah. You know what you feeling. You a spiritual one, my sister. You know what you feeling, and it is. And but let me explain something to y'all. Long time ago, I told y'all, stay in tune with nature. Do talk to the trees. Do talk to the sun. Do talk to the water, okay? Do that. Make sure you do. Because at the end of the day, you got something to say?
No, they keep asking about the Aretha Franklin funeral. Did you watch it? I seen it on TV, but I ain't watch it. I just be feeling like they be trying to tap into her energy one last time and do rituals and stuff. So I don't care to partake in some of that stuff, but I just didn't watch it.
What happened with Aretha's funeral? Why y'all want to talk about that? I don't do funerals, y'all. I don't do funerals and I don't do wakes. I don't.
And I don't do weddings and baby showers.
I don't do funerals and I don't do wakes. What happened at the funeral? Because I didn't hear about that. Hassan says, let's talk about spiritual relationship and information. There go Lawrence P. right there. Spiritual relationship in what sense, Hassan? Explain. Mr. Ogilvy, oh, wow, on vacation I seen like 3 blood moons from the past 3 nights. Where you on vacation at? I'm here listening, laughing. Don't worry. Tonight I saw a light in the sky, then another light crossed and both took off in opposite directions, and a third flew as well. Wow. Do you think full public disclosure will ever happen? TGU Entertainment, I'm going to tell you like this. If they don't, they going to make it happen. It's going to happen anyway. And right now, as you can see, people are talking about already that they're seeing aliens. So if they don't, you'll see. They're going to force it. These other beings are going to force it and let it be known that they right here. So, I mean, it's going to be forced. They ain't going to have no choice. They're going to try to hide it, but media ain't going to have no choice because people all over the world is going to be talking about it.
Yeah, everybody can't be crazy.
Right. Okay. I'm kind of still freaked out. I don't even want to go get this stuff out of the car until the sun comes out. Lauren, scary cat. Why you scared? Don't be scared.
They just going to pull you in a spaceship and torture you.
I had another brother that called me, and it was a couple months ago. He said he was outside, and he said he called the spaceship down, and he said the spaceship came down, and the spaceship actually opened up. I don't think he's lying. Too many people are seeing it. They can't all be lying. They don't even know each other. That's why I know. We ain't seen nothing yet. Watch. By Christmas time, that time, by January, they're going to start showing their faces more and more and more. Don't say I didn't tell y'all so. And there's going to be talk about it. By November, there's going to be talk about it. Something big is going to happen in November with that type of energy, spaceships and stuff. And somebody's going to start talking about it. It's going to be on the news and everything. Watch.
For one of y'all, if y'all call it down, and y'all brave enough to go in there and they let y'all back off, let me know what happened. Come back on here and tell us about it.
Ira Day says, how come, you answer that question, how come aliens only bother some and not others?
Some people can't see them, and some of the aliens don't have a connection with them. I believe personally that the aliens have a connection with certain people. And I think a lot of people make up stuff when it comes to certain things that they say the aliens did, because they want you to believe that the aliens think on a human level. Why would an alien kidnap somebody and stick shit up in a butt and stuff like that? Like that shit don't make sense to me. Aliens don't even I'm sure they don't think like humans think. We're on a real low vibration of the way we think compared to a alien or a being from another planet.
Calvin 396 says, "Is that what a lot of these bad cops are? Aliens?" I don't think so, Calvin. I don't think so. I don't think the bad cops are aliens. I think they're human beings that's brainwashed and programmed like goddamn aliens and robots. But I don't think, That's why you need to come back to your African traditions. Shut all that shit down. When they start seeing freaky shit happen to them and they don't know how and where it came from, and you ain't lifting a finger, then they're going to stop that bullshit, okay?
And then, if one of the spirits strike them dead, you could say Jesus struck them dead because he was doing us wrong.
Exactly. What's going on, Alderico? All right, come on, Hassan. You said let's talk about spiritual relationship and information. What kind of spiritual relationship? What are you talking about? A man and a woman being spiritual?
Or a man and a spirit?
A man and a spirit, a woman and a spirit, spiritual relationship. Elaborate on that a little bit more for me, Alderico. All right. Black Rose, like that movie, The Fourth Kind, with real footage of real encounters. It had real encounters in there, Black Rose? I remember the movie The Fourth Kind. That was out when I was younger.
That was a long ass time ago.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
I remember that
yeah.
Too.
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't know it had real footage in here. Okay. I have to dismiss this one, y'all. All right, y'all. That movie, The Fourth Kind, with real footage of real encounters. Hassan, where you at? Come on now, my brother. Come on. What you want to know? All right. Okay, Mr. Ogilvy says at the shore in Maryland, is that rare? Is what rare? Your condo faces the ocean so I can see them vividly. All right, so you said your condo faces what can you see vividly? You're talking about spaceships. You're talking about aliens. Oh, you're talking about the blood moons. You said you saw 4 blood moons. That's kind of, you know what? That is kind of weird because, when you go further north, it looks like the sky is farther away. When you get down south, down here, then you go to Florida, then you get closer to the Keys, it looks like you can almost touch the sky. And then when you go back home to Africa, you really look like you could just touch up and grab the sun, okay? But that's weird that they have 4 blood moons and, you've seen them. That's kind of weird. And see, Maryland is right near, ain't that over there by the DMV area where, they got the space station and all that stuff over there, if I'm not mistaken. I know there's one in Texas, but there's a lot of
they got one in
Air Force stuff going on over there. You know what I mean? Like one of the top Air Force. So I don't know. I don't know about that. They doing something. They doing something they ain't got no business doing.
And why? That's weird. And why do they have those programs off where is water at? It's a reason for that, I think.
Because I told you there's some aliens under that goddamn sea. I told you there's some aliens under that sea. Okay. Hassan Harold.
Oh, he said the Coast Guard off of Maryland.
Okay, yeah. All right, so peace and blessings, Nita Prepper, who just joined us. Okay, so he says spiritual relationship with man or woman.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Brother Dick, we'll do some talking.
I was gonna talk about this one too. Jafar Liar.
Mm-hmm.
They said the opiate epidemic is killing off the white race rapidly. Do you think the white race is going to be extinct in 20 years?
No, not in 20 years. Not in 20 years. It's going to be about 50 years. And what's going to happen is going to be a mixed up. It's going to be mixed races, okay?
Yeah, they said that.
The opioids are killing a lot of them. You know, I know a lot of them that is on opioids, meth, pills. You know what I mean? But, it comes back to what Frances Welsing wrote in her book, ISIS Papers, when she talked about the genetic annihilation. Mm-hmm. So it's going to happen, but it's not going to happen, not within the next 20 years. I see maybe about 50 years. Okay? Okay, the moon's were about as red as the brother's head. Beads. He said beads. I was sending you the pictures. Okay, I want to see the pics. Send me the pics. Calvin says, okay, go back and answer
the spiritual
Hassan's spiritual relationship with men and women.
Said talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like what about it? Like spiritually, what? Us being on the same page? I mean, like,
I guess. Spiritually.
I think go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think well, really what I know is people are being put together spiritually, not just on some physical stuff. People are being put together with the people they're supposed to be with. And
he said, because I met this girl a couple of months back and I feel like I knew her all my life. If I think about her, she called. When we spent time together, I feel like time stops. Okay, so, we can talk about anything. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, I was really just touching on that because I feel like people are being put together that are supposed to be together for a reason. Not only just because of physical attraction, because of spiritual attraction, and spiritually they're supposed to be together. You're starting to see people that don't have any connection to African spirituality getting with somebody that practices African spirituality, and they're accepting it and coming into it and not rejecting it and saying, I don't want to be part of that stuff. And these people are able to get along and make their situation better because both of them are on the same spiritual plane. I'm starting to see that more and more people are coming together. About 10, 12 years ago, people, you couldn't tell people that you practice spirituality like that and they accept it. Look at you. Right. Not kicking the camera.
Okay, well, you should have pushed it back a little bit.
Oh, well, I do it. But, yeah, to answer your question, people are being put together for that same reason.
You all have a connection, and your connection existed before you came in this human form, okay? That's why when you call, when you think about her, she answers the phone, and so on and so on, okay? Basically like a soulmate, okay? So you all have a connection, so that's not a coincidence. So do pay attention to that, okay? Do pay attention, Hassan. All right, let me go to Kevin. Kelvin says, 396, explain what's going on with people not wanting kids but treating cats and dogs like kids. You ain't never lying. You ain't never lying, Kelvin, because that's true. People care more about their cats and dogs than they do kids. And I think what it is, I don't think it's just they care about the animals more. I think what it is people are so tired of seeing or living in a society that's so negative, so hateful, so hurtful. They don't even want to have kids to grow up in this society. So they'd rather have a cat and a dog. I really think that people don't think it's a good society to bring children into anymore. I really think so. Okay?
TGU Entertainment.
There are a vast amount of structures melting out of Antarctica. I've been on there for 3 years, and more is coming out. That's part of the transformation. Just like certain parts that were hot are going to get cold. Everything is changing. There's a transformation. But when you say structures melting out of Antarctica, elaborate, because I'm curious about that. Because you're saying they're coming out more and more. What's coming out more and more?
I think what he's trying to say is because of the ice and stuff is melting, structures are being revealed.
Okay, explain that TGU Entertainment. That dude, what's up? That dude, where you been? Haven't been on here for like forever. Really? All right, Mr. Ogilvy, I'm gonna go to my Instagram and check it out. That dude, what about feel ya? Okay. And it's NICKY, that dude. It's not NICKI. Everybody wants to always spell it unlike it's supposed to be spelled. They always spell it NICKI, NICKI. It's NICKY. Ha ha ha. Leave that for the third dimension. The dude, I've been busy with school. Oh, good. That's right. Stay busy with school. Don't you get out of school. Stay busy with school. And life. That's right. All right. They look like mountains, but they are not. Oh, really? Oh, really? There might be some pyramids under there because there's pyramids all over this planet. So there may be some pyramids beginning to come, exposing themselves. That's what it might be. TGU Entertainment. Some pyramids coming out. Alderigo said it's hard to tell who I may be put together with. Stop playing. Why I tell you about using spell words, Alderico? Stop saying hard. Nothing is hard. Nothing is hard. What? Oh. Yeah, nothing is hard. Stop saying, and that's another thing, y'all. Stop using spell words. Stop cursing yourselves. It's hard. I can't. Come on now. You got to realize the energy that we're in, which is some very, very powerful energy. And when you say it, it will happen. Real talk, y'all. Yeah. As quick as you could blink your eye.
Quick as you can think it. That's why the brother says when he think of the girl she calls, because he's manifesting that in his mind.
And Alderico said, maybe I was meant to be alone. Maybe you wasn't. Maybe you wasn't meant to be alone, Alderico. Stop it. Cut it out. Maybe it's just not that time. Everything is written in the divine records. When you're supposed to have that woman, she will appear. Okay? Maybe ancestors want you to work on some things. Maybe there's some things. First of all, your mindset is one of the things you need to change. Stop it. Cut it out. The more you think like that, the more you say it, the more it's going to not bring a woman into your path. Cut it out. Start saying, you know what, I'm deserving of a woman. Start saying I'm deserving of the best woman. I'm deserving of the woman that belongs in my path. Start saying that. And I guarantee you that woman will appear in front of you. Start saying that. Stop saying it's hard. Oh, maybe in this lifetime I'm not supposed to have a woman. You know what I mean? Cut it out. All right? Hey, Jane Johnson, peace and blessings. You hear me, Alderico? Cut that shit out. Stop it. Cut it out. With that nonsense, okay? All right.
Black Rose says power is in the tongue.
Power is in the tongue is an African proverb. Death and life is in the power of the tongue, and that's where the Bible got it from. It's an African proverb, okay? Let me share something with y'all. Do y'all remember I told y'all that I got these two ancient pieces, right? One of them came out of the tombs. This is Bess, the dwarf god who's a seer over babies, okay, and fertility in ancient Egypt, Kemet. And this is a white Shubaita star, okay? Woman came in my store, Caucasian young girl, and gave me this and said it belonged with us. It was cursing her. She said it was cursing her, right? And she said, her father got it from her from Cairo, and ever since she had it, she was cursed. So she said it belongs with us. She knows that the real original Egyptians were black, and she knew all that. She asked me if I can keep it in the store, and she said, if you keep it in the store, can I come by and visit it sometime? Never seen her again. First thing. The other day, one of my clients, Caucasian woman, been all over the world, older woman in her 70s, really nice woman, okay?
Oh, she ain't called you this week?
No, we're gonna make a plan. Anyway, she gave me a ancient divination mat, right? And family, let me show y'all. Wait, grab the other end of it. Hold on, knock on my statues now. Okay.
That was you.
It's an ancient divination mat. You got it upside down.
My bad.
That she gave me, and it's interesting because it's a divination mat. It's an ancient one. Right? Y'all can see it here. Ancient. So
Show the other side.
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah.
you're bad.
Where your glasses at? All right. So anyway, so last night I was up to 4:30 and I start looking through the book, and it's interesting because it actually has a lot of lines and information on there like Yoruba, like the old divination system that they do in Africa with the sand and the salt and the different things they do with.
Yeah, with the Ifa reading.
Okay. Now, Alicia says, "Nikki, you wearing it like jewelry?" Yes, ma'am. I'm wearing it like jewelry because she never came back to get it, and not only that, I communicate with the ancients, and they told me to wear it. Now, this one I had. Let me tell you the story about this one right here. This one right here, when I got it, still had grave dirt in it from the tombs. I lost this. I had given it to my daughter to put on when she was pregnant with my grandson, who was now 3. She lost it. Thought she lost it on the train while she was going to work. It found its way back to me, okay? Found its way back to me. Now, I communicate with the ancestors. This is one of my shrines. And I kept hearing this Waishubatis say, I want you to wear me. I want you to wear me. Okay? Took me a long time to put it on. But if you all don't know what this one is, in ancient times when the pharaohs and the queens and the kings would bury themselves, they had servants that worked with them. So they would have Waishubatis dolls made to go in the underworld with them. Okay? They were their servants in the underworld. But Alicia, yes, they told me to put it on. I listen very well to the ancients. They speak to me a lot. Okay? All right.
Yeah, the Caucasian lady said she was gonna come back and get it. Man, we ain't heard from that damn woman.
Ain't never seen her. Now, real talk, y'all. Ain't never seen her again. And she supposedly lived up the street. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think she was a real person. Never seen her again. Never seen this girl again. In the beginning, we kept seeing her walk by the store. She had a little son with her. After that, never seen her again. And usually, because this is a very small town, usually you see a lot of people, you see the same people. Mm-hmm. Never seen her again. And I'm going to tell y'all like this, I'm even going to say I know. But she was sent by the ancient ones to give it back. She wasn't lying about that. And y'all know I can see very well. She wasn't lying. And then just like the divination mat I got from this woman, she said she never used it. So the ancients are using vessels to bring me ancient artifacts for a reason. Okay? For a reason. This divination mat, they brought it to me for a reason. They want me to master this divination, this old system of ancient divination for a reason. Okay? Okay. What Nikki and the brother do you guys practice? Sigil magic or not? I practice strict African traditions, the dude. I'm an African traditional healer in many different ways. Okay? So I deal with, let's put it this way, I'm indigenous to the earth. I use a lot of spirit gods out of Africa. Okay? I use, everything African. I'm truly African. Okay. All right. Any more questions, family, before we get off of here? Any more questions? We got about 10 more minutes left. 5:15. Let me see. It is 10:06. 14 minutes left. If y'all have any questions, ask away. Because we got to get up early. We got to go do a house cleansing tomorrow. Somebody having some paranormal in their house, and we got to go get them demons out.
Yeah. Do y'all want to see what the trip is like for us when we go clean it out? If y'all do, let us know. We'll put it up on YouTube and Facebook.
That dude said, please. Okay. Wait, Nikki, the brother to you. Okay. Definitely my belief system. I've been reinventing myself lately, do it all the time, but this time I'm aware of noticing changes in my life. That's good, that dude.
Jaffa says, "Can you do spiritual animal reading?"
Jeffrey, are you still on that? What you want to know? I'll do it for you since we only got a few minutes left. What you want to know? Tell me. What do you want to know about your spirit? You want to know what spirit animal is walking around you, Jaffa? What spirit animal is walking around Jaffa? Woo, I just seen a white, big, giant tiger behind you. A white Bengal tiger, but this one is huge. Looks like a lion, but it's not. But it's very huge. And then I see this big black bear behind you. I see the arms in the bear, and I see the white Bengal tiger. You also got a little monkey that walks on the right side of you. Okay? I see a little monkey that walks in on that dude. You got a little fox that follows you on your left side, okay? On your left side, little fox that walks with you. I see the little fox. He just walks with you and just like, oh, you know what I mean? And then your fox can grow. The fox that I see walking with you, he can grow. He's a protector of you. So that dude, that fox, you can name him. That's your spirit animal. He walks with you. And then they show me a big white eagle that walks over your head. A big white eagle that flies with you. He's your protector as well. So I see a little fox on the left side and a big white. And this one, ooh, the arms, I mean, the wings on this eagle is huge. And it's so huge it looks like he can pick you up. But this is your spirit animal, okay? This is your spirit animal. Jane Johnson says, why do some Hispanics seem to not like African Americans, and why do some African Americans why do Africans dislike African Americans?
So I think it's mostly because of media, because they already have a perception of them because of what they see on TV and the news, and then when they get around them, they just automatically have a prejudice to them, and vice versa.
You know, media is the cause and the division amongst all races. I'm going to say it again, Jane Johnson. Media is the cause of all division in races. Africans, not all Africans don't. My mother and them was African. They didn't dislike Africans in America. Because obviously my father was African American. So it's not all Africans. What we have to understand is that media has a way of making Africans in America look just like we're the worst. But that's not true, because now a lot of Africans in America and Africans are coming together in Ghana, okay, over in the island where my family is from, Cabo Verde, over in Nigeria. So they're coming together. But you know, not all Africans dislike, and you got Africans in America that dislike Africans and talk about them. And it gets me because we're all the same complexion. Come on now, what's up with that? Just because I speak a different language, you know what I mean? Bakume madre doesn't mean I'm different. I got skin color, you know what I mean? So I think media plays a very big part in the way that we treat each other. Hispanics, you have the ones Hispanics who are just this brainwashing program. I know. Growing up in New York, I hung with Dominicans. They used to think I was Dominican all the time. They never thought I was African. Puerto Ricans, Cubans. The ones in New York were really cool. There were some white Cubans that I dealt with that was like not having it. They knew that they were black. You know what I mean? They knew that they came from blackness and Africanness. But then you had the ones in Miami just was straight up racist goddamn Cubans. You know what I mean? So it depends on where you at. New York was so diverse. You had, you know, Puerto Rican friends. You know, Hispanics and blacks got along very well in New York. Down in Miami, it ain't happening. You know what I mean? It ain't happening. You know, but it's just a few select. And then, again, we have to remember media does a great job in dividing the races. Okay?
You said God media.
Huh?
Right there. You want...
God Media, I am not sure if you talked about it, but what do y'all... Three people keep asking us. Somebody tell me, please, before we get off of here. Why is everybody asking about Aretha Franklin's funeral? What happened that's making... Let me go look this up, Brother Dinker. Why y'all on here? Let me look this shit up. Three people asked. Let's see.
Somebody said something about Jesse. I don't know if they was talking about Jesse Jackson or who they was talking about. They said something about Jesse. I don't know. Was it a spectacle or something? Because everybody keeps asking us about it. Was it a spectacle at her funeral? Oh, he said they had Aretha dressed in all red with red shoes. With red shoes. How y'all see the shoes?
I'm going to look it up right now, y'all, because y'all got me goddamn curious. So do y'all believe that Aretha, like she was some type of sacrifice or something like that? Because you know how y'all do. Everybody on the media be like, oh, Aretha was a sacrifice, a sacrifice.
That's what usually the red means, red. That's why I was asking, how did y'all see her shoes? That's why I was wondering.
Now, I'm going on here to see what it's about, okay? With the legs crossed, she had on red shoes with the legs crossed at the viewing. The burial date, the funeral was hot mess. If that's the case, that was total disrespect to our elder. That was total disrespect to her. Just like Madonna got on the damn VMAs talking about her whole life.
Instead of crossing her like this so she could return to the ancestors, they crossed her legs. What does that mean?
That's disrespectful. That's basically some type of ritual to me.
They showed her shoes during the viewing. Was the bottom of her shoes black?
Did she even die? Is this fake, y'all? Because I'm Spirit showed me fakeness with this. Spirit showed me she was ready to retire. Spirit showed me this. Look at the skinny ass chicken neck Al Sharpton. I don't like Al Sharpton, goddamn skinny ass chicken neck, preacher man.
They say they didn't let Farrakhan speak at her funeral.
Why? This is some bullshit. This is a mess. This is total disrespect to her if she is dead. If she's dead.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
You said they didn't show the bottom of her shoes, but usually red and black usually showing that they're doing a ritual. And they like to use red and black for the black woman for some reason when they do these rituals. And that's funny. Somebody said it was a coon fest.
It was a coon fest?
Mr. Ogilvy said it was a coon fest.
I'm looking at the funeral now, and I'm not even hearing the sound, and I'm looking at it, and it looks like it's a mess. It looks like it's a total mess. That's ridiculous.
Mr. Ogilvy said Al actually did a good speech.
I don't care. I don't like that chicken neck bastard. I don't like Al Sharpton. I don't like him. His spirit is tainted. You know what I mean? And I see him spiritually. I do not like Al Sharpton. He's fake. He'll turn against his people. I don't.
As God Eye Media too says, they didn't even show her face in the casket either. She might be alive. I don't know.
I see it right here. I'm
looking
at
her
it.
Damn feet.
So why the hell they got her feet crossed, and why did they open the casket to the public? And they got them high-ass heels on her. I don't know about that, y'all. That seems like some fake shit to me.
Oh, shit.
Some fake shit. I don't know about that. There's something not right about that. And I'm a read it for sure for y'all. I'll give y'all an answer when we come back on here. You know what I mean? I ain't feeling it. They said, what? I want to know what's the deal with the bees in New York. I seen that. And you know what Spirit showed me that with that, Kim? I actually looked it up after you talked about it. The bees attacked the hot dog stand. It attacked the hot dog stand. What Spirit showed me, somebody sent them there. Somebody sent them bees to attack. Somebody called them, because you could do that. If you're connected with these spirits, you could do that. Somebody called them bees to attack that hot dog stand. Whatever happened, somebody got sick. What Spirit showed me, somebody got sick. Something happened, and they did spiritual work, and they sent them bees to attack that hot dog stand, because they was only at the hot dog stand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Just like you could send your spirit animals up.
All right, so Nita Pepper says, open casket, it was red. Then the next day she had on powder blue, and today she had on cream and... Well, shit, how many times did they show the woman's body? What the hell? Something not right with this, y'all.
Mad disrespectful. God damn.
Man, and then Aretha say, respect.
That's why they disrespecting her?
Exactly. Jane Johnson said Trump wasn't allowed to attend her funeral. Shit. All right. Good Eye Media says, and they had her laid in the museum, and they said she didn't leave a will. And they had her laid in the museum. The Clintons looked like they was about to pass out, and Ariana Grande performed in short. I seen the short ass dress she had, and I just seen that, and I felt that was disrespectful. That was disrespectful. They
So
totally
she
just
was the queen
disrespected
of
our
respect,
elder.
and she demanded respect when she was alive, and then they totally disrespected.
R-E-S-E. What? How's it go? R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
They
Ah,
said she had 4 wardrobe changes.
that's some bullshit. Something not right. That's some type of ritual they was doing, y'all.
Always a ritual. You want some water? You all right?
I gotta pee.
Oh shit. So anyway, I guess we're gonna wrap this up. We done? Well, anyway, I guess we're gonna wrap this up. It was good talking to y'all family. Like I said, we're gonna let y'all know when we gonna do this paranormal activity tomorrow. We're gonna record everything. Do what? Okay. We're gonna do this paranormal activity. She says, hold on, y'all. I think she still wants to talk to y'all. But like I said, we're gonna film everything. We're gonna record it, and we're gonna let y'all know. And for those of y'all who want readings done, y'all can find us at wunamandadinkra.com. We do ritual work, spiritual work. We do court cases, but we have to divine on all of these things. But you can find us at, like I said, you can find us on the web. Also, we sell protections. We do a lot of ritual work for a lot of people. And also, let me see what else. Okay, the website again is wunamandadinkra.com. You can find us on there. Like I said, we do necklaces, we do protection for your houses, your businesses. We do cleanses for your businesses. We cleanse your house. We do all of that. The funeral was 8 hours long. Love y'all, peace. Jane Johnson says she wants to know her spirit animal also.
I'm coming.
Do y'all have any other questions for us? They dressed James Brown in different outfits when they did. She said they did the same. Kim Smith said they did the same thing to James Brown when he passed.
Disrespecting our elders again. I had to run and pee, and then I'm coughing, choking on my spit, y'all. It is what it is. I had to pee. All right, so let me see. They dressed James Brown. I think it's some type of ritual. Yeah. Press that. Damn. All right, y'all. Jane Johnson. You got 2 Black Panthers that walk with you, my sister. You got 2 Black Panthers that walk with you. 2 of them that walk with you. Jane Johnson. You know what, Jane Johnson? You got a white dove that flies with you, too. You got a white dove that flies with you. Okay? I see a white dove that flies with you. Peace, Alderico. You going out? You going out tonight? Where you going, Alderico? You better not be going to party. That's a long time. You know what? Shaka Khan sound like a frog in her. I didn't hear Shaka Khan sing. I gotta go watch it. Y'all got me getting ready to watch it now. I don't know, y'all.
A white dove. That's
Mr. Ogilvy, I'm sorry. You'll be the last one and we getting off of here, y'all, because we got to get up early. Mr. Ogilvy, what spirit animals walk with you? What spirit animals walk with you? You know, Mr. Ogilvy, you got a huge lion that walks with you. You got a very huge lion that walks with you. I see that this lion is, wow, it's big. This lion is your protector, okay? He walks with you. You can name your spirit animals, people. And also, you got a real big, like, he looks like a silverback gorilla that walks behind you. He protects you too. So you got a silverback gorilla on this side. You got a lion on this side. And let me tell you something. They really protect you. They're watching over you. You can name them. And they're both very big. And you can call your spirit animals to fight on your behalf. So these are what I see behind you. Let me see.
Yeah, everybody wants spirit animal readings now.
Y'all want spirit animal readings? Y'all better book a reading. God damn it, y'all better book a reading. I'm about to get up off of here. We're not doing this again. Every night, everybody wanted. Last time we did 10 people came on. What's my spirit animal? Okay. You're supposed to be off of here at 12:15. Anybody want to know? I'll do another show on it, y'all, because we really have to go.
That's why I was finna get off here as soon as you left.
Yeah, I had to run and pee. I had to pee. I'm going to sit up here holding it, running my damn mouth, then I'm choking off the spit. Because actually, y'all, I don't know, whoever's in Georgia, y'all know the allergies is off the goddamn chain here. I got to get in there some water, y'all. I need to get in there some water because this shit is ridiculous. I ain't never been so nasally and congested until I came to Georgia. I'm just getting tired of shit. I need to go find me some water. I'm going to Florida some goddamn where. All right. Mr. Ogilvy says, yes, they called me Silver Short for Silverback Gorilla in the Army. Really? Okay.
Who gave you that name in the Army?
Okay. Yolanda's, what does it mean when you hear a high-pitched sound in your ears? First and foremost, do go get it checked out. Because it could be health. But if it's not, that's just your brain frequencies resonating with the earth frequencies and the cosmic frequencies, okay? Excuse me. See, I told y'all my allergies off the chain. Yeah, Jaffa, yeah. I have no allergy problems till I came to Georgia. They said 50% of people that moved to Georgia will develop allergies, and they ain't never lie, because I ain't had no goddamn problems when I was in New York. I ain't have no problems with my skin. I had no problems with my allergies. I wasn't, you know what I mean? This shit is ridiculous.
Because they don't know how to build a house there in Georgia.
Mold every goddamn where. Anyway, family, we'll do another show for spirit animals. I can't do no more, because every time I do it, everybody want to know their spirit animal. So I got to get off of here. We'll see everybody. Probably Sunday we'll come back on, okay? I'm going to check out this Aretha Franklin thing because it just got me baffled. We'll see. You know, I mean, they just...
You know, I seen it on TV. I just didn't want to watch it. But I didn't know they was doing all of that. When I came on, they was showing somebody standing at a pulpit or something.
Yeah. I'm not coming to Houston. I ain't coming to Houston either. Goddamn, it's too goddamn hot in Houston. You know what I mean? I'm going where there's some water at, Jane. I need to get near the sea somewhere. Not too close, goddamn it, but near that water, because the water does something to my soul. You know what I mean? And Brother Dicker had allergies in Houston. So Houston...
But mine was from working in dust.
Oh. Well, shit.
I worked in construction for 20 years in the houses.
Y'all ain't got water like Florida, that's for sure. Y'all ain't got no blue water with white sand.
Ain't nothing blue about the water in Texas.
Nah, you see them beaches in Florida, and as a matter of fact, years ago when I got out the military, we moved to Florida, and we moved to West Palm Beach. I live literally up the street from the beach. When I tell y'all, I could walk from my house to the beach, and they had this place called Benny's on the beach. Off the chain, y'all. I used to take my daughters was little at that time. Now they 30 and 28, but I would take them up there. We would go eat crab, all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I could go to the beach at any time. And when you took a breath, you could just feel the air was fresh. You know what I mean? So with saying that, ain't no beaches like Florida. I'm telling you. You got to go see it. And see, it literally feels like you on an island with the palm trees. It's just, the air's just more fresher and cleaner. But I don't know about Houston. I was in Houston, and Houston is nice. Don't get me wrong. I like Houston, but I like Florida better. Shit, James, you just talking shit, girl. Stop talking shit, because I ain't using no imagination shit. I'm going to Florida. I'm going to where the blue is at. I ain't imagining shit. I ain't got time to imagine shit. All I gotta do is sit there and call up my water spirits, mommy water, you know what I mean? And do what I gotta do.
Lawrence P. say Houston so humid, this fish be swimming through the air.
All right, God, Amita, I have loved your show for a long time. I'm a Blog Talk fan. I would listen to you all the time. You were part of my awakening journey. Thank you. Oh, God, Amita, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. Yeah, those were the good old days. Those was the good old days. Now it's the time to take it on YouTube and the videos. You know what I mean? Y'all heard that mouth of mine, and many, many people on the Nikki Love show. So
California ain't got no clean water either. Talking about California. Maybe I don't know about San Diego. I know the places I've been in California, their water looked like Texas water. And
wow.
California drilled for a lot of oil too, so I think that's why Texas water looked like that too.
So, Mr. Ogilvy, you said, "Yep, I'm a Blog Talk fan too." So y'all was looking for me on YouTube. Y'all been looking for me. I stopped doing Blog Talk about a year and a half ago because I was filming, probably almost 2 years now, because I was filming a TV show. And then the TV show panned out for a while, but then they didn't want to take it. They were scared of the African traditions. So then I just stopped. I left the Blog Talk alone and came straight to video. But how did y'all find me on YouTube? Y'all was looking for the Nikki Love Show?
They say you arise on YouTube.
God Our Media says, I called into your show a long time ago and you told me I would be on this path. Wow. Really? Okay. You arise on YouTube. You are great. Thank you.
They say yes, I look for you. Well, then make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that bell too, so you get the notification when we're on.
All right. All right.
Ain't nobody going to New York. It's too goddamn cold.
Shit. I left New York because of the cold. Let me tell y'all, real talk. I got to be and know that I am a true African. I don't like the cold. I remember when I left Florida to go back to New York and I was going to finish in my college. And that cold was so cold. I had long johns on. I had 3 pair of socks on. That shit was so cold. Okay? And I was standing on the platform waiting for the trains because I was taking the trains. I vowed that I would not live in New York no more. I was not playing. I was like, the hell with this. Y'all could keep this goddamn cold. My feet were so goddamn frozen, it took almost an hour to defrost them at home. You hear what I'm saying? That's how goddamn cold it was in New York. I can't do the cold. I'm an island person. I love warm weather. I love tropical. I love the tropical. And that could be because Cabo Verde is off of the west coast of Africa, where my family come from. And it's a straight island. If y'all think the water's pretty in Florida, y'all ain't seen nothing until y'all went to my country of Cabo Verde. And it's right off the Atlantic Ocean. Most of your hurricanes blew up off of there. But there's a legend that says that us Cape Verdean women were mermaids. That we were mermaids. But it's a legendary story. So, but anyway, shit. Give me an island any day. I can't do the cold. All right, family, we've been talking too much. I got to go. It's 12:31. Yolanda, can you do a show talk about why they are using the weather to drive people off of the Hawaiian Islands? I talked to Amasaya last week, Mr. Ogilvy. That was my girl. Amasaya, I talked to her last week. She doing well. Actually, they have a little show on here where they do, how you call it? When they do reviews. So, I got to remember the name of the show, but she's on YouTube, too. Her and her girlfriend do reviews. She's I'm sorry, Mess. She having a good time. She having a good old time. All right. You know what, Yolanda? That's a good topic. We'll talk about that next time we come on. Just remind me, okay? And most likely we'll be on Sunday night about they're using the weather to drive people off Hawaiian Islands. I'll visit Florida, but I ain't living there. Okay. Well... I'm going to tell y'all like this. At the end of the day.
We got to go, baby.
We got to go. What? My allergies?
Yeah.
I told y'all my allergies kicking my ass. All right, family. Peace and blessings. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all press the button so you'll see when we coming on. Okay? And Yolanda, don't forget. Remind me When we come back on, we'll talk about that, okay?
Mr. Ogilvy said, she said, Ashe to everything you said. Oh, that's funny.
Okay. Who said Ashe?
He talking about your friend Messiah.
Oh, okay. All right. I know, that's my girl. I miss our Messiah. But anyway, family, peace and blessings. I'm going to leave y'all with, on YouTube, I'm leaving y'all a commercial. My cousin Robin. First of all, y'all know I just lost my uncle 2 weeks ago. My favorite uncle, who was / my father. Now I get news that my cousin Robin, which we all grew up together, she's a little bit older than I, but we grew up together. She is in the hospital. She needs a liver transplant. So we started a GoFundMe page. So on YouTube, I'm getting ready to put the link up there. If you all can afford to donate $1, $2, it's a sister. If y'all can help out, please help out. We're trying to raise money to get her a liver transplant. She's not that old. She's 56 years old. And yeah, we all grew up close together. And we got this news this other day that her liver was attacking herself. Now she's in ICU and we're trying to get her a liver transplant. So if y'all could donate $1, $2, whatever, I'm going to put the link at the end of the YouTube video. Y'all have a good night, family. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see everybody on Sunday night. Peace.
Your day. Love is everyone's dream. Love is love, you know what I mean. Love is you can't find nowhere else. Love is the love of yourself. Love is a game you don't play. Love is a part of your day. Love is everyone's dream. Love is love, you know what I mean. Hello, V is love. Hello, V is love. Hello, V is love. Ain't no way you live without my love. Ain't no way I live without your love. Ain't no way to survive without love. You don't play. Love is an emotion you can't wash away. Love is that you really care. Love is easy if you dare. Love is you can't find nowhere else. Love is the love of yourself. Love is a game you don't play. Love is a part of your day. Love is everyone's dream. Love is ain't no way you live without my love. Ain't no way I live without your love. Ain't no way we'll survive without love. Love, 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 love.
I hear destiny calling. I hear destiny calling.
Ain't no way you live.
I hear destiny calling.
Ain't no way I live
I hear destiny calling.